the Great Game's been going on not for centuries but for millennia. Perhaps you can trace this back to Alexander the Great. The outside players in the Great Game always change over the succeeding centuries. The Afghans, though, have remained the only constant in their mountainous areas, fighting off invaders, resisting domination by outside powers. In the last century, the two competing outside powers, the Russian and the British empires, decided to create a buffer state at the center of the Eurasian landmass, and neither would seek domination in Afghanistan. In the last quarter of the 20th century, with the Soviet invasion, ideology came into play, of course in the form of communism, which never found fertile ground in the Afghan Muslim society. Now, a second ideology was beginning to push into the Afghan woodwork during the Soviet occupation, and that was radical Muslim extremism. The Pakistani military intelligence and the Pakistani military supported this. They favored the radical Afghans in the resistance, even though the moderate Afghans, the tribal forces, the nationalistic forces, did most of the fighting and dying. During this period, the Pakistani military intelligence, ISI, also brought in Osama bin Laden and other radical Islamic elements from the Muslim world to assist in establishing training bases and training Muslim extremists, not only Afghans, but others from Pakistan, from Southeast Asia, Middle East.
The site of Ai-Qayyum at the juncture of the Kokcha River with the Oxus separates the rugged and harsh mountains of Tajikistan from the equally desolate landscape of Afghanistan. This site attracted the Emperor Alexander the Great to strike camp and build an encampment as he prepared to cross the Oxus. Today, the Taliban is 3 kilometers away from these historic ruins, and the Northern Alliance controls the heights.
I'm John Elliott. I'm at Ai-Qayyum in Afghanistan, close to the border with Tajikistan, in the heart of Central Asia. I'm sitting by the banks of the river Amu Darya, better known in the West as the Oxus. This is a river steeped in history, because conquerors through the centuries have crossed this river, usually from north to south, irrevocably changing the history and destiny of the lands and peoples that they've conquered. One of them was Alexander the Great, who in the 4th century BC crossed from south to north and built an encampment where I'm sitting today.
Almost 2,300 years later, on Christmas Eve in 1979, Russian tanks crossed this very river, kick-starting the Soviet invasion of Afghanistan. Ten tumultuous years later, when the Soviet forces withdrew from Afghanistan, different faction leaders of the Mujahideen transformed themselves into warlords, fighting each other for control of the country. This set the stage for the Pakistanis to introduce the Taliban as a new player in the game. And they saw to it that the ranks of the Taliban's forces were buttressed by Pakistani combatants and international Islamic mercenaries from countries as varied as China, the Philippines, West Asia and Burma. There is hard evidence of the international Islamic conspiracy of Osama bin Laden behind the Taliban, in the form of international prisoners of war of different nationalities taken by the Northern Alliance. These prisoners have been kept in an isolated and remote camp, making it very difficult for the Taliban to mount a rescue operation.
What is your name?
My name is Mohammed Saleh Hayat.
And where do you come from?
We are in Burma, but nationality Pakistani, in Karachi.
And what made you come to Afghanistan to fight with the Taliban?
We have organization. Name is Islami Mahaz. My commander said me go to for fight.
What is your name?
My name is Mohammed Israr.
And where do you come from?
From Pakistan, Peshawar.
From Peshawar?
Yeah.
And why did you join the Taliban?
और तो मैं आगे नहीं आता है।
तालिबान के साथ किस लिए कर रहे हैं आप?
तालिबान के साथ तो हम इसलिए होता है कि हमारा मकसद हम बुनियाद परस्त लोग हैं और हमारा ये है कि हम इस्लामी यहाँ पे माज बनाना चाहते हैं और अफगानिस्तान को हम इस्लामी मरकज़ बनाना चाहते हैं और ये हमारा मतलब इस्लाम का मरकज़ है और हम यहाँ इनकी इसलिए आए हुए हैं कि हमारा मकसद यही है कि हम इस्लामी लोग हैं और बुनियाद परस्त लोग हैं। हमारा काम है कि जिहाद करना हर जगह।
You speak English?
Yes, I can.
Oh, could you tell me please what your name is and where you come from?
I come from China. My name is Abdul Jalil.
What part of China? From Xinjiang province?
From Sinkin.
From Sinkin. And why did you join the Taliban?
I come here for study religion.
For religion?
Yes.
But for what purpose did you join a fighting force?
I studied 2 months, but my teacher said me go to the fight.
Where are you from?
आप कहाँ से हैं?
कराची।
कराची।
And why did you join the Taliban?
आप तालिबान में किस लिए आए आप?
तालिबान में किस लिए आए? शरीयत के लिए। शरीयत के लिए।
What job did you do in Karachi before you joined the Taliban?
आप कराची में पहले क्या काम करते थे?
कराची में मैं तंजीम में था।
What is your name?
My name is Salahuddin Khalid.
And where do you come from?
I am from Pakistan.
And what is your profession, your job when you're in Pakistan?
And I was commander of Harkatul Mujahideen organization.
And why did you join the Taliban?
My organization, Harkatul Mujahideen, is a fundamentalism organization, and my area is as Taliban areas. Therefore, my organization commander said for me, go with your personnel with Taliban.
What is your name?
My name is Muhammad Shahid.
And where do you come from?
I came Karachi, in Karachi, national Pakistan.
And why did you join the Taliban?
I want Islamic religion